My name is Cdr Anish, retired. I am the Chief Operations Officer at T-Hub. Today at T-Hub, we are conducting the DIAS or the Defence Aerospace Innovation Summit. This summit is aiming to bring together all the stakeholders in the defence and aerospace ecosystem, which means we are getting stakeholders from investors, from startups, from corporate CEOs, from academia, from PSUs, and so on and so forth. The event is being chaired by the Honorable Defence Secretary, Cdr Anish. He'll be gracing the events. We are having a lot of initiatives which are going to be having throughout the day. We are also having a round table which is being chaired by the Honorable Defence Secretary, where he will try to evaluate how we can build out the defence and innovation ecosystem further from here. The defence ecosystem has grown multifold over the last 5 years. The defence exports have grown 8x over the last 5 years. While we have made a great progress and a lot of the government initiatives like Make in India are seeing fruition now, the question that we are going to be asking ourselves and trying to find answers to is how we can take these initiatives, build them up to the next level, and grow the defence exports and defence manufacturing in India multifold here onwards going forward. The second aspect that we will be discussing is how we can engage, how can the corporates and the startups engage with each other to build out their innovation ecosystem. Which means startups have got great advantage in themselves, which means they are agile, they are able to adopt newer technologies faster, they are innovating at a much faster rate. And corporates have got their own strengths, which is their ability to build out at scale, their comfort in engaging with the Ministry of Defence and the government in terms of putting across the right initiatives. How can we find synergies between strengths of both the startups and the corporates and build out the entire defence ecosystem in India? That would be the second theme for engagement today. What we are also having is we are having an innovation summit, which is an open door summit, where we'll be having experts from the field sharing the thoughts on how we can take this forward. For example, we are going to be having Sri Satish Reddy Garu, who was the previous scientific advisor to Raksha Mantri, on the panel. We'll be having the users, which is represented from the armed forces. We'll be having investors, where Pavestone is coming out there to share its view on how VC funding can enable the startup growth in the defence ecosystem. That is the second part. And the last part is where we'll be having approximately around 75 to 100 CEOs from corporates and startups engaging with each other to find out synergies in the last part of the event today. Apart from this, we are also launching, T-Hub is also launching its defence vertical. T-Hub believes that the next 15 to 20 years, the defence manufacturing, defence production, defence initiatives and defence innovation is going to take a leap forward. And we want to be able to enable that growth from an innovation perspective. So hence, we are launching a defence vertical which will support startups with everything that they require to make them more successful and to increase their probability of success. The startups require multiple things. They require funding, they require mentorship, they require to be able to navigate the defence requirements of testing, of validation, of certification, of how to follow the procurement process of the defence. All of this support is something that we will be helping the defence startups to be able to make them more successful. So today we believe that approximately in India there are around 600 companies who are working in the defence and aerospace sector today. The Defence Ministry runs a program called the IDEX program, which is Innovation and Defence Excellence. And that program alone is engaging with almost 250 startups. They're solving almost 350 problem statements for the armed forces today. So that is the level of engagement that is happening with the IDEX program. So, and it is only growing on multifold from here. If you look at the defence sector, in the last year to this year alone, our exports have grown up by 35%. So that is the rate of growth that this entire sector is seeing today. So if you look at one context, right, today the capital expenditure outlay for the Ministry of Defence is approximately 1.72 lakh crores. That is the kind of capital expenditure outlay that is there. So the question that we are asking ourselves is how can we as Indian defence manufacturers, Indian defence corporates, Indian defence startups, how can we capture as much as possible of that capital expenditure outflow, right? So that is the potential 1.72 lakh crore capital expenditure is a potential that is there to be captured by all of us internally.